Okay, welcome back. Now, this time we're going to take that thief build, and we are in Cursed Shore. I wanted to take this build out in the core and the roughest part, or one of the roughest parts of the core, so we can actually see how well it holds up. You know, I stayed in one spot just to show the damage and whatnot like that, but now we're going to go around and smack some enemies and look for some brutal stuff to fight. So I'm going to try to get over here to this giant if I don't have to fight 50 things to get through it, but the veteran's a good test for sure. As you can see, we're doing plenty of poison, plenty of all this other stuff, putting tons of stacks here. Alright, now we just throw our withdraw, we're automatically healed. Already got the giant down to half. I know it's only a veteran, not a champion, but at the same time, once this guy is down, it'll be pretty easy. So now we throw another heal into the mix. And the giant's dead. Now we'll hit our elite. Give these guys some decent damage, as you can see. Alright. And now I still had enough to throw another heal out if I needed one. I guess in a rough situation it can be pretty decent. I'm a little slow on my keys this morning because I'm just getting going with some coffee, so those of you that are quicker on the buttons can probably do a little bit more, damage and whatnot. Alright, let me roam around and just randomly kill stuff for the fun of it. Alright, so as you see, we're taking a little bit of damage, but all we do is just stay on that number 3 skill because it just keeps loading and loading. Once our steel's ready, we get close, steal in, dodge out, hit the number 3, run it back to back, 13,000. So that's 2 hits, done, history. Let's try it on another one. Use our steel skill that we got. Bam, 15,000. So I mean, it definitely is serving its purpose for sure. And we all know these Risen are not fun in this place. So, I mean, you can take some hits, you can dodge. I'm famous for forgetting to dodge, so that's why my health drops a bit. So, in short, if I can find another enemy or two, we'll attack them and see what happens. There's one over here. So, my basic rotation is steal in, number 3 on dual pistols. And one other thing you can do that I'll show you, let me find one more enemy so I can show you. I know there's just a ton of them around here. Alright, there's one. So we'll switch to sword and pistol. Your number 2 skill leaps you in, then hit number 3. And you can't run it back to back like the pistol, but it definitely will give you the mobility to jump in. Now, thieves are supposed to be quick and agile, so when I play a thief, I try to jump in and jump back out, so that way I'm not taking all the damage. As you can see, most of them melt down pretty quick. We get a couple conditions on us, but they go away fast. I mean, if you're taking heavy condition, then you may want to drop a heal, but for the most part, I mean, you can just run around here, and you don't even have to steal it. You just run that double pistol a couple times back to back, and as you can see, 15,000. Done and done. Alright, so there's the test video. Let me get to a safe spot to log out and switch characters, and then I'm going to take out the other 2 builds and try to do the same and upload them to my channel. Alright, if you have any questions or comments or suggestions, I'm all fine with that. This is just for the purposes of trying to help people out. We're running, same build. Pop it up real quick so you can see. This is the exact same build that I did the video on. Okay, and then the gear is still exactly the same, just regular assassin's gear. A couple of trinkets or whatever from fractals. So, all in all, deadly, critical, trickery, middle, middle, bottom for deadly. Critical is top, bottom, top. Trickery is bottom, middle, middle. Which, if you look at the video, you'll see it's exactly the same. Alright, I'm going to get on and try to get those other two, and I'm going to just put them up as what they are. This one will be the PVE Thief core build test, I'll call it, just because it's running around showing that, it doesn't just work in the area where I, showed the build. Alright, here we go. Let's see. Oh, never mind. I thought there was an event going to pop right in the middle of it. Alright, well, like I said, questions, comments, everything's welcome. These are all sole purposes for getting better at the game, which I'm trying to do myself. I spent several months not being on the game, so now I'm trying to find where I fit in. I'm currently working on engineer. I'm only up to 66, so until I hit it to 80, I can't get into the harder areas to gain more skill points and unlock more stuff. So once I find a build that's viable for that, and my elementalist I'm still struggling with too, so any suggestions on core builds for those, I'd be glad to take a look at them and give them a shot. Alright, happy gaming.